understand totally. Hi, Dean. Hi, Elizabeth.
Good evening.
We got Renee and a couple, two or three. I haven't figured out who you are yet.
Hi, Cindy.
You got my email?
Yeah,
That's how you got on, huh?
well, yeah. I wouldn't be here otherwise since I'm not at home.
Oh, okay. Are you in Denver?
No, I'm in Grand Junction visiting Mom.
Oh, okay. Trying to keep a list of.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi. Is that K who?
Hey, McCord.
Okay.
you hear me?
I can hear you. I just can't see you, so I couldn't tell for sure.
Yeah, I'm on the phone. I'm just on the phone.
Oh, Idell's on the phone. Okay.
Can you hear
I
me now?
don't know how to get a picture yet.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Idella.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And who's DAEC? You're muted also.
Reading what? Oh, there we go. I got that. What's that? Nope, don't know what that does.
Hi, Trish. You're still muted. And Marie's on.
I'm gonna do ice.
Oh, okay.
Larry's in the background somewhere.
Yeah.
And Tom's on the move.
Did you drain the noodles? They're gonna be overcooked because I sent you a message to do it.
Who's cooking, Judy?
Well, I started out, but now Angela and I are taking over, and I sent him a message to drain the noodles before they turn to mush, but who knows? They might be having mush. Things didn't go as planned. The main dish did not, it didn't get done in the length of time it was supposed to have, and I think it's because it's a different shape of piece of meat than we usually use.
Ah,
So, it needed more
Yeah.
time. So it's okay. I had a snack. Life will go on. Either that or you'll see me eating, in which case I'm really sorry, all of you. Oh, life is so crazy around this house. Lots of schedules to juggle.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Because we're all here.
We're all here, yeah.
Even my grandson's here, so.
Did I see Gary Worrell on the line list?
I did sign in.
Oh,
Just
you
got,
did? Okay.
I'll stay muted.
Okay, well. We got most everybody. Maybe. Who knows?
Dominic said he'd be on.
I have,
Oh, he was gonna be late because he had to work till 7.
oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot that. Oh, there he is.
Well, good. Now we got Dominic.
Yeah.
Are you expecting snow this weekend, Renee?
Yes. Tonight.
Oh, tonight. Sooner
Yeah.
than the weekend.
Yes. I'm done with it.
Not yet, you're not.
Evidently not.
That's Sharon. All right, well, we may have others join us a little later, but they'll just join us then. So I guess we'll welcome everybody. Glad you joined us. Not sure exactly how this is all going to flow, but we'll just hope it works out for the best. And if you have questions along the way, those of you that are listening in, please ask. You might have to unmute yourself. I guess I'll start by telling you that the plans are at this moment to have state session in Durango, September 23rd to the 25th at the Masonic Lodge. We have made contact with them. Don't have a contract yet, but I'm sure we will in the near future. Don't know exactly what all the plans will be, but we're hoping that COVID and everything is going to allow us to meet physically. And by that time, hopefully everyone will have had their vaccine that's going to get it. One thing that we did need to bring forward, and I have my note here, when you have a Grange member that passes away and you want to make a donation to the Colorado State Grange Leadership Scholarship Foundation, we put a correction in the Grange paper that checks should be sent to Jim Miller at Akron. So if you haven't thrown that paper away, go back and find it so you know the right address. Otherwise, contact Renee or myself and we can give you the right address. The foundation, well, that way, hopefully the foundation can get the checks a little faster and they can get them deposited and they don't get lost. We don't know that the mail will cooperate, but that's our hope. And then I guess the other thing that Elizabeth and I can talk about a little bit is that Colorado is one of the hosts for the national convention this year. And it's going to be in Wichita, Kansas. And I believe the dates are November 12th to the 9th through the 12th. It usually starts on a Tuesday and ends on a Saturday. And it won't be back in our region again for another 5 years, assuming they keep doing the schedule, the rotating schedule that they have. That could always change at any time. As one of the hosts, we do have responsibilities, and we need people to attend the convention to help out with various things. We have responsibility for the hospitality room on Wednesday of that week. And then also they need help with it on Saturday morning. But Saturday morning, they usually have the 6th degree presented, and then Saturday afternoon is the 7th degree. And anybody who's needs to take those two will have to be there for those events. So you can't be in two places at one time. Anyway, we're working on getting some online ways to sign up. And we have a couple of links at this point in time, one for the hospitality room, and I can't remember what the other one for is. Do you remember, Elizabeth? She's muted.
It was for people manning the doors for taking the password, the office, and for the showcase pieces.
Okay. I think the last email that I got was concerning the 6th degree, because there are 5 states that are hosting this convention, and the 5 states will also present the 6th degree. And Texas is taking charge of it. And she sent me a link to where your people could sign up to volunteer for a specific office, the ones that are left. There are a few speaking parts left. You're not required to have the part memorized this time around. But it needs to be well, you need to know it well enough to read it well. And then the dress for the 6th degree is supposed to be either black pants or skirt and a white shirt or top. And they will have a practice probably on Friday, but I don't know times or anything like that yet. Haven't seen a schedule because they're kind of waiting to see how things are going to pan out also. So, if you have a desire to go and get the 7th degree and you want to go out and help, I know that the executive committee has set aside some funds to do that, and we'll have a raffle that will also have funds to help you with the expenses for that. So, any questions on that? See, I gotta find my schedule. Oh, it's at the top. I know where it's at. Okay. Oh, PIC was the other thing I was supposed to talk about. So for those of you who are relatively new, PIC is our 501c3 that can help Granges with possibly getting grants for specific projects. And we also do help out with the Mandy Project and junior and youth awards and travel and things like that, and women's resources. And also emergency relief if your hot water heater or something goes out at your Grange home and you need some help financing that, you can contact PIC and we can work together to see about getting some financing. Okay. Renee, do you have anything for secretaries?
Oh, there we go. Took a while to figure out how to unmute. I have everything that's in the secretary handbook. If anybody has questions or anything like that. I mean, I hate to go over the whole thing unless somebody has questions. There's nothing I have that's new. No questions? Okay, okay. Unmute yourself, Cindy, and tell me anything else you want me to do.
I don't know. uh, Deadline for the next Granger is when?
It will, I'm just going to send that out on April 1st, which is Wednesday, and that will be the 15th. And then the next one comes out May. So you'll write your articles and stuff for May, June.
Or try to.
Yes, yes. If you have any events. I know Teller County's opened up pretty much, so we're trying to
Oh.
get back. We're trying to get back to going.
That's good.
Yeah.
All righty. Yeah. The only thing that I know that, when you make any Granges make checks out to the state Grange for a specific project, it needs to be made out to the Colorado State Grange and not to the project. Okay, because the banks are getting pickier than they have been in the past.
So is that including Pick and Mandy?
Well, Mandy Project doesn't have a bank account.
I know, but sometimes they make it out to Mandy instead of Colorado State Grange.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's what I meant. Is that what you're including?
That's what I'm trying to get the point across about.
Okay,
It needs to be made out either to Colorado State Grange and sent to the state office, or to Pick and made and sent to me.
right.
And for those of you, we did recently receive an application, so life is turning around. We're getting back up into doing things.
That's good news.
Yeah. It'd been almost 2 years, it felt like, since we'd had a application. So
Wow.
that was a long stretch there. So, all right. Dominic, do you have anything for membership? Did we lose Dominic? Oh, there he is.
All I have for membership tonight is really that we have 41 Grangers currently. We have a little over 1,000 members, and I think as events get going, I think it will help us grow our organization. And I think I was talking to Renee earlier, and I don't know, when you take in new members, it's really nice to let them run with their ideas and include them. And just make sure you give them things to do. That way it helps with retention. And honestly, if anyone needs anything, call me anytime. There's a lot of great resources out. There's a membership call once a month on the third Tuesday of the month. And they send out really good information on that. And if anyone has any needs for me to send them stuff, I'm willing to do that.
So do we have a new
And then-
member welcome packet? Like for the state Grange, other than the Granger and the life insurance that we get?
There's a lot of materials I can give you for that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we have a specific letter that we've sent out in the recent years that says welcome to the Colorado State Grange, but we could certainly write one, right, Dominic?
Yeah, and I have a letter that I have one for every Grange from National Grange that got mailed to me recently. So
Well,
I'll send it to every Grange.
Because I was also thinking that we need to put in a packet for new Grangers, not only what the Grangers are doing, but some of the benefits that you get from being a Granger.
Elizabeth, there's already a brochure that calls the membership benefits. And
Okay.
that's already created. I could get you
Okay.
all the resources.
Or if Renee sent you a copy of the new members and their addresses, maybe you could send something out as membership director.
I could do that.
Okay, I can do that.
Just thoughts, you know.
Good thoughts.
So if you're doing fundraisers of any kind, and you know that some of the people that are supporting you are not members, it doesn't hurt to share your local Grange brochure or information with them, because you never know, you might get a new member. Could be a regular member or an associate member, depending on how far away they are and what their time frame, what their time capacity is. Any other ideas for membership?
Should note that Amanda Brazier kind of took over membership at the national level. Joe Stefanani stepped down, and oh, I can't remember her name, from Washington, stepped into the membership director role on the national level.
Kennedy Gwynn stepped in as
Yes.
communications director. Yeah, that's good. Were you aware of that, Dominic?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. All right. What's next? Lisa, what do you got for community service?
I don't have anything new either. Just I'm here if anybody, needs any help with getting their stuff ready for doing their reports or whatever. But I don't have any news, any new news.
So you and Elizabeth are doing the what's it called?
Yeah,
one book.
the combined report thing. I emailed it out. I haven't sent out hard copies yet to those who might want them. I got a lot more email addresses this year than I
Okay.
had last year. So I have emailed those out to everybody. So if you wanted one and you didn't get it, let me know.
And those are due back when?
We said September 1st, I think, didn't we?
Yeah,
Elizabeth?
September 1st.
Yeah.
And you prefer the email version and then bring a book to
Very-
session if that happens?
Very much so. I mean, a scrapbook, of course, is welcome, but that's not what we're going to use for judging on the lectures, colors, the star reports, or the community service things. There's just not enough time for both of us to be able to look over a hard copy book.
Yeah, you got quite a few miles between you.
Yeah, logistics
Yeah,
makes it
so-
hard.
Yeah, it does. That's always been one of the big challenges. In our big,
That's what I said. If you hear of anybody that's struggling with it or anything, I'm more than happy to show them how to do it
Okay.
if they're having problems with it.
Same here.
okay, any questions or for community service? Anybody have a community service idea projects that they want to share?
Well, the project that I did as a state lectures program could be community service too, with the Christmas cards for signing those. And we're doing a lot of seed planting right now and for doing plant sales. I know Sunflower does that. We're gonna try that at Florida this year.
Yeah, that went really well for Sunflower as a fundraiser.
Yeah, well, they've done it as a community for several years. So they kind of got to step into that one. Or
I
the,
already got the group.
yeah, they already had the group.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get the group.
Yeah, working together is a good thing. Anybody else?
Cindy, I can do one from Animas Valley.
Okay,
We're getting ready for a summer harvest share. Last year, we distributed about 2,000 pounds of food from members and friends nearby in the Hermosa area. And we're gearing up to expand on that a bit this year. And there'll be some food distributions throughout the growing season and maybe a little before and a little bit after as well. But to help kind of prime that pump, we just did it was very well received seed share, where members brought in good, viable extra seeds. And we encouraged, again, members and friends to come by and pick up a few seeds and throw them in with their flowers and whatnot so that they have a bit more vegetables and whatnot to share come the harvest. So we're looking forward to that again. So that's that was a good start of the season for us, and spring is upon us. So thank you.
thanks, Dean.
Mount Allison is hosting the Pine River Shares. They give food boxes out, so we're helping them do that.
And you're not doing the Easter supper again?
No,
Okay.
we don't. We're the people that do it are a little busy with my mom. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew that was that. Really?
So I didn't even ask. So
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, Florissant Grange is doing Easter. If that, and throw that in there, we have a huge Easter egg hunt, and Easter Bunny will be there. And we also have bags to hand out to all the kids. Normally we have it inside, but we planned this before they opened up, so we're gonna have it outside.
Hopefully the weather will be good.
Yeah.
You get pictures with the Easter Bunny, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, how about juniors and youth?
We don't have much new going on. We've been fighting with some stuff to see what's going to open up. We've been trying to do the night area. We were going to do it last year and it didn't work out. Because of the way things shaped up at the beginning of this year, we're not going to do it again this year, but we will probably do some kind of camp out at a lake over the summer. We've talked about a couple different options, trying to figure out the right weekend to do it, just to try to get people together a little bit, somewhat of an outdoor event. Always interested in hearing more about what's going on and trying to get more youth and juniors involved at the national level, because we haven't really had much from Colorado lately. So any advice or anything that anybody has to say on that, or contacts, we would definitely enjoy hearing about them.
So Elizabeth, is it this weekend you're having a junior Grange meeting?
Yes. Monday the 5th
Okay.
at 4:30. We're gonna plant some seeds for maybe selling at a plant sale in May.
So how did you what did you do to get the interest of the younger people in your community?
Well, the 4 kids that we got right at the moment came in with their grandparents. Their grandparents joined the Grange the first of the month. And they were all excited about what the junior Grange is about. So they signed up all the kids. So we're trying to recruit more. So we're trying to do it with fun stuff for right now. So we've got a start. And with Melissa's son, we've got 5 kids. We need what, 7 more, 8 more. But we're working on it.
Okay. I wasn't quite, I hadn't quite remembered how all that came about, but I just knew I had.
Yeah. Kind of just threw it out there
Yeah.
that one day.
June the 11th to the 13th is the Great Plains Leadership Conference, which is traditionally a youth and junior focused conference, but they've kind of broadened it out, and it's in Oklahoma. Not sure what the plans are for the programming yet, because we haven't received that information. Just received the email of when it was. There is no registration fee, so the only thing you'll have to pay for is hotel and travel expenses and probably some food. But as we get more details, we can share that with people so that they have an opportunity to participate if they want to. Let's see. Okay. I think Idalla's on the list for next. Family and women's activities.
Okay. The 2021 National Grange Quilt Block Contest rules came out, and the pattern is called Pinwheel. And the rules are in the March-April Granger, and there's no limit as far as how many people send in a quilt block, and it's sent directly to, to the national lecturer, Christine Hemp, and the deadline is October 31st. And it's basically choose your own colors, but it has some blocks in there that are white that need to be done. And so anyway, they're not actually judged at the state level, but just send them in to the national lecture. And last year we were not able to have our regular events because of the COVID. And this year we hope to have some of the things from last year and also this year entered. And we seem to have quite a few entries in the foods division. We are kind of lacking in the needlework, the sewing. There's a sewing for children and then sewing for adults. And so maybe encourage your members to enter that and the other contests as well. And one of our new events is a recycled item, and there's all kinds of ideas that you can get of how to recycle things that you already have. And so we hope to have some entries in that. And that's about all. Just be sure to tell your members to read the rules, and hope we have a good turnout this year.
And those rules came out in the handbook, which came out in the January issue of the Granger. And if
Yes.
you've lost them, I believe they're on the website. Although Larry's working on the website.
Well, I also have an email copy they can have if they let me know.
Okay, good. And the National Quilt Contest also has special categories for men and for children. Right, I think. I know they were
Yes.
encouraging them to. One thing that I did learn about the National Quilt Block is if you make it in the red, white, and blue colors, those blocks will be used for quilts of valor.
Mhm.
But you can do whatever color you want to. I'm just saying that's another option or something to think about.
Okay.
And I must have been in one of Chris's communications that I read that.
Okay. Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Idella. Any questions for Idella?
Mhm.
Okay, Elizabeth, what do you got for lectures and communications?
Well, for lectures, it's pretty much what's in the handbook for, you know, the writing and the art and whatnot for adults. The only special thing is the Christmas card signing thing for the military that Marla's started and that we're all kind of running with if we can. So that would be the only new and different thing, and that will have a special award for whichever Grange happens to donate the most cards for this. As for publicity, I am pushing really hard for getting a brochure from each Grange in the state that we can either have online and pass out so that we can tell what every Grange is doing when their meetings are, you know, so if you happen to be in the area, you can visit or whatever. So, and sharing, it's trying to get people to share what they're doing. It's really tough. So I'm trying to get that kind of something in place for that, but I'm still working on it.
So you don't have a deadline for the brochure yet, or is that September
The
1st?
brochure is, I put it in as the publicity contest.
Okay,
We kind of ran with it last year for the 4 Granges that did it, just as an example. So it's September 1st. And the only stipulation I had for that is that you need to have an application sort of form on it and pictures, because my judges really like the ones that had a lot of pictures and had the application. Had a little bit of history, but more about what your Grange is doing.
so for documents that are rather large because of the pictures, is there an easier way to get them through you if your email doesn't cooperate?
I would set up a Dropbox account personally.
Yeah,
They're
we can do
free and
that.
super easy to use.
Because I know every time you put pictures in something, it gets really big. Mine does anyway. Any questions or thoughts on lectures or publicity?
Cindy, I have an invitation on lecture coming up. Marie Rossler came up with a cool, fun idea. We've been doing our speaker series all winter long because of Zoom. And last month we visited the restaurant of a Nepalese chef in Durango. And he gave us a talk about spices, and it was extremely well received by the membership when we transmitted that on March. But this meeting coming up on tax day in April, we're going to be, we went to his house and did we actually, one of his friends came and helped record the thing. So we're going to be doing a Zoom session, but you're actually cooking with Mr. Karma Bhotia of the Himalaya Kitchen Restaurant, and all the Zoom access information for that is on our Facebook page, or will be on the Facebook page. But that's the evening of the 15th, 6:30. Any of you on there or kids who would like to see how Himalayan food is cooked in a home type kitchen might find that of some interest. So I want to thank Marie Rossler for the idea. We've been having a lot of fun with it. You know, the Zoom stuff can be kind of tedious, but we also have some fun. So we decided we would do that for a few months before we start going outside for outdoor activities. So that's it from our lecture side. Thanks.
Thank you. I think one of the things that was rather obvious last year, because we couldn't meet together, was the lack of resolutions from our subordinate Granges. We've gotten in the habit of writing resolutions as committees at state session, and that's not the way we're really supposed to work. I mean, you know, because if we call ourselves a grassroots organization, our resolutions really need to come from our subordinate Granges. And I know that there have been several hot topics recently around the cattle industry or any type of animal husbandry because of a couple of proposed bills, and we really need to hear from our subordinate Granges what they feel about those different things and other issues too, because there's a ton of issues out there that, you know, we can't all cover at the same time. So if you need help writing resolutions, I'm sure we've got lots of paperwork that can show you how to do it, or some of us that have done it before can come and help, or help you get started or something if you got basic ideas, because that's what legislature works off as resolutions, and they get developed into laws. So we need to really focus on that a lot. Okay. I cover everybody? Miss anybody? Anybody have any other questions on anything? All is quiet. Well, I guess if nobody has anything else, I'd like to thank all of you for joining in tonight. And if you have any questions, you know, give us a call or email us, and we'll see what we can do to get your questions answered.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thanks for doing
Thanks,
the
Cindy.
festival, Cindy. Thank you.
Thank Danny for setting up the Zoom meeting.
Yep, thank you, Danny.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you,
Sandy.
Danny.
Oh, Harry, happy birthday.
Oh yeah, I will. We partied yesterday.
Mm.
Yeah. I think it's good that we can get together, you know, once or twice a year, like, you know, off season, if you will.
Yeah, right.
From when the convention is.
All righty. Well, thank you for your input and sharing your information, and we'll see you in the Grange paper, I guess, if not sooner.
Thank you. Good night.
Everybody.
Thank you. Bye.